Alrighty. Time for another Rebel match. And we've been on a pretty decent streak. 3-game win streak. Last game was pretty close. And it came down to a 1D sack at the very end. And we got it. So we were able to steal the ball and decisively win that game. And now we're going into week 2 of this round robin swish. Going up against Scotch Rock's Kill Billionaires. And I believe we both won our respective rounds, so you can go look at his team. Trying to do like multiple things at once here. And aside from an M&G lineman, this team is looking kind of okay. This player is probably, these two players are probably the players I'm most scared about. The sidestep is probably going to be very annoying. Unless I can roll POWs. There's probably going to be many instances where rats are getting punched because I cannot get the knockdowns on Bloodstep. And he's going to be getting a decent amount of inducements. I believe he's at 11 players right now, though. So 1480 with 11. I'm at 1695, I think. So 210. 215k. Thanks, Puppet Justice. Hopefully the good luck continues. We'll see. This is the kind of game that could definitely go either way, depending on removals. But I think we're going to give up a wizard, as crappy as that is. Our team is very, very bloaty. Oh, I've played Scotch Rocks before, so he used to play Orcs back in Blood Bowl 2. It was, I think, the new Orc Giants or something. I think that was the name of the team, if I remember correctly. This time he's playing Dark Elves, so. The nice thing is I actually know this matchup very well. So I know how to play it, but the dice are going to be the dice. And there's not much you can do about it other than roll with the punches. Try to keep these 3 players safe and away from that sneaky get DP. It would have been nice to get tackle on Trudel, but he's a bit far away unless we could roll the random. Most of the randoms here are kind of garbage. These are probably the only 3 that are like okay. I guess Bro's not bad. How about those 4? Everything else is pretty bad. You're doing okay, but the 111 said no. I have been there, yes. I do know what happens. That happens. Happens quite often. Well, I guess maybe not super often to this team, but it happened last game. Last game had a couple of silly snakes. But we still managed to overcome the 1-0 deficit. Mostly because we outbashed Chaos, which is not usually what happens. But this game, realistically, my team has the bench to be able to outlast this team as long as the removals aren't excessive. I should have enough rats, so long as I don't have a long string of removals that pretty much clears the pitch, to be able to protect the core players. And even with all that sidestep, the one turn is still very difficult for him to stop. I wish I had grab, because then it would be like impossible to stop, but I only need one push. So as long as I can fill all the gaps for the sidesteppers, it's a pretty simple one turn. $195. Okay. Need one more push. Let's see. He knows what he's gonna do. Yeah. Kinda wish I won the toss. The only silver lining here is if I can start to get some removals early, I can start to snowball pretty quickly. Okay. Offset. Offset works. It can be okay against rats, but rats are generally fast enough that the offset doesn't matter too much, as long as I'm not, like, completely dumb in terms of how I position. Okay, in terms of blitzes, it's either the kicker. I could go for this blitzer, but then if I don't get him down, the killer's gonna be end up based. This is where I was like, well, for this game, I wish I had grab. Okay. Doesn't have guard. Alrighty. I think this is probably going to be our setup in terms of players out. I think we're going to have... I think I might just go 3 gutter offense. I could go 4 gutters. Then it's going to be hard to protect them all. Probably going to hold... I mean, maybe I have the sack or gutter out. But then if he gets the ball, it's a problem. 4 gutter offense it is. AT self. Be ahead so they can be the only team with a perfect record. Yeah, I know. You're quite proud of that. That record. I can imagine it's not going to last much longer given goblins, but for now it's probably feeling pretty good. Yeah, that's true, T-Self. It should not have lasted this long. But sometimes you can get a good string of games going. Yeah, this is where it's kind of like, Okay, so he's probably gonna be like... He's gonna kick it short. I'd be surprised if he kicked it deep. All right. Looks okay. This player is going to be important that we keep safe. We'll see. Who's got it? Oh! Okay, let's get fouling. done there. That's not what I was hoping for. The DP is going to be targeted now. Yeah, because I had to, because of the offset here. I'm gonna 1 in 81. Right. No, we're good for now. All right. There's danger here from this. I don't think he fireballs this. No. This player is in range to hit the ball, but I don't think he goes for it. The killer is fine. The DP should be the target. He can't 2-die this because the guard. It would just be a 1-die blitz this direction. I was really hoping for this knockdown, so then I could get a pretty meaty foul on him. Hit the leader? He can hit the leader. The leader is only gonna, like, leader, I already burned the leader, by the way. So the only thing that's important for this thrower is, okay. No knockdown is nice. I think the DP is probably, for this particular drive, the more important of the two targets. The thrower is going to be good for me on the one-turn touchdown, potentially. Just because he's the thrower. Also, getting rid of that kicker would have been nice for the one-turn touchdown. Okay. What is he thinking here? The killer's on the opposite end, and I don't think I would go for these blitzers yet. Unless it was on defense, probably. This target is probably what I would go for, just because he's isolated. And he's going to remain isolated. Unless, I guess this guy could dodge here. Alright. Kind of, eh. So now the kicker is not really a great, like, blitz target. Like, yeah, I can hit him, but then you'd have to foul him from back here. And I kind of want my players in obstructing. Okay. I agree. It was a lot of time on bank for a relatively, like... There really wasn't a lot to that turn. I think we blitz here. Either that or... no, we blitz here, I think. The DP is going to be a little far away, though. That's kind of garbage. But we got Juggernaut. All right. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pretty safe there. And he's like a scoring threat, I guess. Actually. Shoot. Where's the witch elf? It's right there. Okay, I don't have a lot of time to think about this, so. We just wait. This probably would be a decent blitz target. Crappy. Killer is safe. The guard could be hit, but it would require a base on the killer. I mean, yeah, it would require a base on the killer. Use some time bank, because I discounted that the DP was here. So now this guy could, on a double GFI, hit me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess the witch elf could also hit me, but like the foul is going to be pretty difficult because the DP would have to go all the way around, and I would sidestep like right here. So it would not be a lot of assists. Could have fouled here, I guess. We're just pushing each other. So far, the game has been very uneventful. Okay. Yeah, and with that blitz direction, it does give me a free hit. But if this is all we're doing... So the way that the Dark Elves are going to get the most value is that they're going to want to push me. They're going to want to maybe send someone back. They're going to want to pressure me. They have a wizard, like... And then they can, like, tie up a bunch of line rats with Blodge Step. And sure, maybe the line rats get a POW, but as a whole, this kind of strategy works to my benefit. At least that's what I generally get. Because you have, like, this additional armor. You have, like, overall more strength. Okay. From a blitz perspective... We could blitz this guy. If we go for this guy initially, we could actually get like a... Yeah, then we'd just get surfed, potentially. But getting rid of that player would be really nice. The Witch Elf's and I'd have to put somebody like right here. It could be the DP or one of the other line rats. Just debating if that's what I want to do. Because that's a worthy target, and that's going to define... Alright, good, good, good. There's no threat in the backfield, so I can do a lot of this. The only thing is that this line rat... There's a potential surf that could happen, unfortunately. If I roll the both down, I think the DP would have to be like up here. Alright, I don't have a lot of time left, so... Yeah, so like that would be like a double rush. Yep. No. Alright, we'll just like... move over here a bit. Because then these guys have to go like around this. Alrighty. Okay. Killer is pretty safe, but DP is not. Obviously can't be debating the fireball. So the only thing you'd be debating is the zap at this point. Alright, DP gonna get punched. Yeah, there's been one stun. That's it. I need to play more games, because right now I'm playing somewhat slow. Alright, this is what I was expecting. He should have done this a while ago. VP is not back here to be able to punish this. We tried to commit to this, and we failed. So. I guess there was the chance of this be getting sent off, and then he could dodge, and then... surf the killer. That's not possible though now. That did not happen. Alright. If it's just one player... I thought he would, like, mark here, to be honest. Because then if he doesn't do that, then he's just gonna... either he's just gonna keep these guys on the ground or disengage them. Otherwise, then it's just a simple blitz. Like a simple two blocks here. I guess the witch is... there's a threat from the witch and the surf. But I could also just score. We're in a pretty good position where I don't have to roll that much dice to score here. What? Let's mark the break tackle. Like, let's mark the most agile line rat there is. Okay. If you free up the killer, then the problem you have is the killer's just gonna go for this blitzer. Because we still have time. To get a 3-die, I would need to commit 3 players. I think I'm willing to do that. Okay. Yes! No more pillow fists! That might be an Apo. Yeah. Good. Good. Alright. He can't really reach the ball. Yeah, it's too far for the killer to even hit this guy, so we're just gonna ignore him. We're gonna just try to block this guy, I guess. But that is a great player to get out. It's one of the annoying blitzers. Alright. That's 2! Could fireball this, does not. The rats are pretty condensed, but he's now lost some, like, leverage. He's going for the thrower. Well, the mighty blow, it's a GFI. If he... So what would have happened is if I did not get the removal... Oh! That'll be a reroll. And the thrower's fine. He's fine. But yeah, it feels like he's just very... And I can understand, like, he's very scared of damage, like... But Dark Elves are like the one elf that you really want to be aggressive, that you want to base and mark. Right now, I might just go for the killer. Because we could ping pong him. Well, actually, no, he's got sidestep. I don't know. It's pretty easy to get a 3-die on him, but it would require a good amount of commitment. Well, he's starting to base, but isn't it a little late? And those marks aren't, like, super threatening. But we can definitely go down the right side. I mean, down the left side. We got the speed. I guess this player is the one that I'd be concerned about the most. He's already down to 4 minutes. And he's basically almost, he's like a minute a turn. Almost. Time could eventually become a problem. I can't imagine this being a fireball. Wouldn't make any sense. I want him to get the wizard out. No, I can't go as far as I thought I could. We might go like back here, I guess. It's kind of bad though. Which elf can't surf me, right? No. No, no. I just need to think about this for a moment. The wizard's pretty dangerous here. Okay. Let's see if he gives me a nice sidestep. Right here would probably be the most... Okay, I'll take it. Okay. I can see that being an issue. Le Brictacle. That's fine. Killer is way too exposed though. Because I wanted to go up and then I changed my mind. So this is a problem. Well, that was a bad wizard. Because that didn't even open up an alley to hit the ball. Well. Yeah, just 1 of 3, and it was the one that probably... Like, if he had gotten this one, he could have at least hit from the back. It was the one that really doesn't matter from the ball perspective. So now the question is, does he go for the ball, or does he just go for the killer? He's like, ah, fuck. Yeah, killer's the target now. This is like, okay, that didn't work. New plan. Because the ball is pretty safe. Like, sure, there is a dive play on a 4+. But then retrieval is pretty painful. The runner can't really get there. Now without a lot of dodges. Yeah, the killer shouldn't be here. He should be back here. I thought I could go like over here without having to roll a GFI, but I'm not going to roll a GFI on the ball carrier. Okay, so we are definitely, with that kind of mark, it feels like we're going for the ball. Because that would have been an assist for the foul, maybe? I don't know. The dive mark? Yeah. If the dive fails, you basically just give up the touchdown, I think. Because he's got nobody here. In fact, wait. We're going for the dive, but we moved the retrieval options. Okay. So now what, though? You got, like, the most expendable gutter. But I think that's, like, almost all your movement. Okay, it's not all your movement, but that's literally your only recovery option. And it's basing the wrestle dauntless. And if I didn't get him down with the wrestle dauntless, then he's going to get tackled, mighty blow tackled. So... And the ball there doesn't really change much. Okay, we're going to foul the guard. We're just like, okay, I got him. Okay. Okay, now he's starting to get the KOs. Starting to get them KOs. The question here is... I'm just thinking, if I go for the wrestle blitz... If I don't get him down... No, we have to go for the dauntless hit first. And if I want to do that, I should at least have one assist. Like right there, I guess. Thrower can stand up. Good enough. Okay. The issue now is I don't have like a lot of players that are available. I Yeah. This is kind of crappy. Just because there's... I'm down 3 players, and then these 2 are already like marked and based. I mean, if we're gonna do this, then I should just pick up the ball. I don't need to do like a handoff or anything fancy. That sucks. So anything, unless I was going to blitz with the killer first, we were going to fail no matter what we did. Yeah, it was a bad time. Well, pretty easy recovery for him. Looks like the wizard's going to work, which is unfortunate. I mean, if I tried to pick up with Strudel, at least he'd be standing. It's like the only difference here. KO, KO, KO. I mean, I guess I could have blitzed Lemming drop 3, but then the cage becomes a problem. There's just a bunch of issues. And the issue is he's got a pretty good foul on a bunch of players. Not much I can do about it. Alright. Well, I guess we're just going to be trying to scramble. We just need to pray he snakes the pickup. This would, I assume, would be the recovery player. I guess at this point he has to blitz. He has to foul this guy. Alright, I have my plan, I don't like it. So, we could do like a 3-2 here. And then if I do double, I'd have to do a double GFI because of where he is. Then you'd have to roll a POW on him. I honestly like the 4-3. It's really, really tough. I think this one's more likely to succeed. It's just... I have recovery, but it's not, like, great. Because he can't get away. Alright, 4 dice. Okay. Ugh. This drive is done. Try to just get some damage. I guess we have a scoring threat now. Yeah, we're just going to have to defend, I feel like, in the next drive. We just need to get... It really is going to come down to removals. The initial set of removals, whether we can actually do a... And these KO rolls. Whether we can mount a proper defense or not. Okay, so that frees up the ball carrier. Sneaky Git has done him. He's gotten quite a few removals with this player already. No casualties, but... We got one reroll. Got one shot. I mean, we don't really have any choices here. I imagine he rerolls this. Yeah. So we could try like a YOLO play on the ball, but it'd have to be with a gutter. It'd have to be with this gutter. Because this throw is out of range. In terms of fouls, he probably fouls the throw, I guess. Another KO. Please, double 4 on the injury for once. Yeah, it'd be a 1D. It'd be a red D, double pow, and even then, like, what do you do from that? I think we just run. We run away. Well, that's a lot of skulls. He's so low on time too. If only I could put a little bit of struggle, like if only this drive was a little bit more struggle, he'd have less time on the time bank, and we'd be able to get some decent time pressure. So he is going. Imagine snaking this handoff. That, I mean, if he wanted to do this. Oh, wait, what? He decided against it. He's like, okay, never mind then. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna dare Nuffle. I've been in his position before, and I hand off on turn 16, and I have snaked it. Okay, that's good. A lot of rats came back. This guy didn't come back. Oh, this is great, actually. All the players that I wanted to come back came back. I think we're going to want the thrower out because he's probably going to want to try to stall this. And the one turn isn't going to get us a win. So... the question here is, how do I defend this? It's going to be hard. Because I'm going to have to expose somebody that I don't want to expose. I don't like this, but... do I want him condensed? How about like that? This looks fine. So this player is vulnerable, but the one turn isn't going to decide the game anymore. Not unless I can score on top of him early. This player is probably the most important for now. These two. I guess the sacker is also pretty important, but I don't really have a choice. I have to expose somebody if I'm going to have all the positionals out, and if I want to cover the field. Because if I give him If I give him too much of a lane, he could set up down here. Or set up on the sideline and make it fairly difficult for me to stop him from scoring. And if it's a 2-0 deficit, then it just becomes, you just have to just go 2 turn and then try again. You just lose 2 turns. We want to make this the drive where we can steal. The only hope is that if he goes for lemming drop, the lemming drop does not go down, because otherwise then he's getting the boot. I mean, you probably sidestep here, and it wouldn't be a particularly good foul, but... Okay, so he's going to probably go for... Looks like he's going for the wrestler. Which is... Makes sense. It's also the safest blitz for him. Just because if he goes for this blitz here, and if he doesn't get the knockdown, he ends up stuck on the sideline. Even though he is a sidestepper. Oh boy. The short kick is nice because he has to field it there. Kind of wish it was on the other side, on the left, but still workable if he fails. I thought we handled the wizard pretty well. We gave him a relatively weak wizard target, and he went for it. And then he snaked. I need to put him in a bunch of those opportunities where he has to roll critical dice. I hope he does the same thing and fails. That's going to be reliant on me actually having enough players. Looks like we're going to be at full 11. Which is good. Now, snake. Snake the pickup. He'll be tight on time all this half. Yeah. I don't know if I want to go ham to start. Snake, snake, or not. Okay. I don't have the ability to apply pressure to him this turn. Just because there's... Marking these guys, there's not a lot of value, even with tackle. Aside from one casualty, Nilla has not rolled a lot of knockdowns. Ugh. The question here is how much pressure can I apply? There is not like a whole lot of magic here. I'm going to try this. I'm probably going to regret this. Because there's going to be a lot of commit that needs to happen here. Da, 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 da. Yeah, he's just going to want to stall. This is pretty aggressive for me. I wish I had more players to mark with. I'm trying to make it so he's thinking twice about squeezing through here. It's actually somewhat annoying for him to do it. The sacker and the retriever are right there. So he probably just backs off. I'd be surprised if he pushed. Because it's going to be pretty tight. And the Blodge Steppers aren't going to be able to really assist unless they're not in a great spot where they can like run around, for example. He can go for this blitz here. Okay. So he is going to just stall a bit. I'm kind of curious what he's going to do, though. So these pies are probably going to dodge unless he goes for like a 1D on the guard. But he probably does the GFI blitz here. So this is me trying to get him to roll dice. Not great, but this player isn't critical to the win here. Wait, he's not blitzing there then. Wait, where is he blitzing? He can't blitz here now unless he moves. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, GFI blitz. Ugh, okay. Ball is exposed from the back, so it would have been nice if he failed this. This is a 1D, by the way. And it doesn't accomplish... Okay. He has to re-roll that, because I think the wrestle can actually get around the back. Yeah. Tackle dodges. Alright. He doesn't have a foul on him. Oh, he could foul with this player, but... Wait, what? Are you just going to ignore that your backside is open? Really? Okay. I guess the question here now is, like, how do I make this dump off bad? Because right now, it's not, like, annoying for him. That's annoying. I'm gonna have to roll a lot of dice. It's just a matter of how do I want to do this. Where do I want to roll my dice first? Because I want to get this guy over here like so. It's going to require some dodges and a GFI. Please no snakes. God damn it. Okay. Alright. And then we got to do a GFI here. And then a GFI. Double GFI here. And then we got to cut the corner and double GFI blitz on the 2-die. Dauntless blitz here. Go ahead, dump off. I dare you! He's not. All right. No, 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 no. I don't want to catch it there. On the ground. Ah, that's not really a great place for it. Shit. How much time? Okay, it's a 3+ dodge. Okay. Hey, grave mistake. Thank you for the raid. I guess you joined at a great time. The game's getting pretty tense. Oh! Oh, shoot. I don't know if I want to sidestep here. Do nothing. Go ahead. Okay. Oh, come on. Ugh. Damn scatter. Like the one scatter I didn't want. And I power up with that. I don't think he's going to be in a position to foul that player. There's just way too much stuff he needs to do to secure this ball. Sure, someone can get powed and killed here, but I don't think anyone's in immediate danger. A snake would be very fun. I agree, T-Self. We fought, like, I was surprised he could have easily avoided this if he had just put someone on the top right, but maybe he was like, he either didn't count the squares or he was baiting it. Handoff? We're gonna do like a 3+ handoff? No. Wait, what? GF5. He's going to try to score? Okay. That's why I marked everybody. Gosh darn it. Not much I can do when the dice are like this.
Yeah.
We burned a lot of rerolls on that one turn. Well, I might want to one turn this just because we need time. Okay, well, this is a pretty simple one turn if I want it. Because we're going to need as much time as possible. So to win this game, I think we do need. We'd either need to 2-turn or 1-turn. The only issue with the 1-turn as a strategy is there's probably some GFIs we need to roll, and those could cost us some rerolls. If there's a blitz, I think it's just over. That's a 2. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so we push here. Into here. I just want to get as many pushes as possible. We'll just swap these two around so that we're hitting with block on all of them. Well, we need the guard there, unfortunately. Okay. Did I random? Yes, Bembo. I randomed the, in this case, the big hand and the monstrous mouth. Obviously, the big hand was a very good random, as I figured, yeah. It's a good strategy. I actually really like doing it. There's no reason to move any of these other players. Actually, I should probably be back here. It's fine. You can't move like the one turner up anymore. I wish you could. Fine. If we get the knockdown, we get the knockdown. Well, we got the pushes. Which is good. Just don't click the wrong thing. Alright, let me just look at the pass. It might be better to pass it to a gutter than hand it off. I guess it'll still be a 3+, but there's that intercept chance. Okay. I cannot get a 3-die on this. What I tried to do, Benbow, with the 2 heads is I tried to go for agility because it's the same price on a chosen secondary. I just didn't get it. So that's usually, if you have unlimited time, that's the strat. Oh, that's good. That's a goner. No. I think we'll do the 3+ pass. Oh, actually this is better. Oh, we would have failed that pass. This might be all the rerolls though. Alright. We got 1 reroll left. Same player counts as before. Sure feet confirmed below, yes. It's with the ability to use multiple rerolls a turn, sure feet isn't as necessary, especially if you have the rerolls to bank. If you've banked your rerolls, then it can become superfluous. But it's nice also. It's nice for saving rerolls at least. But I really do like what I end up doing. So I always generally, with my gutters, especially if I have just all rookies, is once I get 6 SVP, I just go for the random mutation. And if I don't get one I like, then I cycle it. And the chances of getting one that's somewhat positive is about 50-50. Obviously, the really good ones are considerably less. Obviously, the ones that I'd consider top tier, 2 heads, big hand, and horns for a sacker. Those are very, very good. Granted, you can just get Dauntless. Okay. We're gonna stall. Yeah. And then you can think of like Monstrous Mouth. That's what I randomed on this one. And it's usable, as you could see. We actually procced it, I think. Yeah, right there. And it's essentially Sure Hands, but on catch. So it has that dual effect. Not that we're facing Strip Ball here, but I have, and it's nice to have. And then we have like, there's like very long legs. You can kind of make a leaper. It's not really that great, but you could make something that's usable with leap. And then you have stuff like prehensile tail if you want to make a marker, but I don't usually play that way with rats. Or you can get foul appearance, make them a little bit more sturdy, but it's not like a great skill. Just because it's such a low proc chance. Alright. I want him to move the ball. So we're going to try to get behind, especially with all these players here. He didn't blitz. Huh? Nani? We're fouling alignment. We're gonna just try to go ham here, and it may not work. We're gonna try, though. We're gonna ask him a bunch of questions. We're gonna even mark this. I'm gonna be like, we're going in. Okay, I'm not. No, I do not like that particularly, but I don't like this. The sacker's up too far. Did I random the vermin? No. I've random. I did random Mighty Blow. I think I had 2 Mighty Blow vermins that I randomed, but I don't like this. has the opportunity to get out of my range if he rolls enough dice. But yeah, usually, since strength is really expensive, I just went for horns directly. Yeah, strength being at 80k, it's good on some players, but it's really expensive. And it's not particularly, I don't find it incredibly valuable on a vermin. Because your vermin aren't going to generally be, especially this vermin isn't going to be out there taking hits or being a roadblock. As rats, you're playing like the roadblock, I'm going to just mark you up and block you strategy. Has a lot of mixed results just because of the low strength and low armor. So there's definitely ways you can free up players. The good thing is these Blodge Steppers are pretty locked down. Like, there isn't a, oh, I can just 2+ with my Dodger because of all the tackle zones around. And the guard is well placed enough that all they have are 1-die blocks. The point of this is to get him to roll dice. The worst case scenario, I wish I had like a sacker back here. Because there's a chance like he could 1D this and then 2-die this. And then this Blodge Stepper becomes free. Okay. So are we just going to block the... We're going to free... Okay. He's going to free him up. That's annoying. I don't think he's going to go for the additional hit. He's just going to push the vermin off, right? Yeah. And this is one of the sackers, so it's kind of... The DP is also pretty stuck too. So that frees up this player. Alrighty. That ball is very unsafe. Yes! Come on! Yes! Alright, we got a 2-die hit with Claw. He can still dump off to either of these players. I could see him doing it. I think we're just going to stand up the wrestler because we're just going to hit him with this player rather than dodge from tackle. So we want to exert tackle zones on these players. No, not like this. Not like this. Now I need to get the knock. Now I just need to get the knockdown on 2 dice. Now those rerolls would be nice right around now. There's no way we're getting a 3-die on him. We gotta pray to Nuffle. I don't think he dumps it off. Like this dump off, like there's the intercept chance, and then it's like a 5+ catch, and then you've got retrieval right there. He should just hold it. All right. I think we stay. Okay. Do we just score? No, we can't. I don't. I'm thinking. We have the break tackle dodger. Nobody else can reach really. Except these 2 players. But it's like a 3+ dodge. I'd rather defend with no rerolls, but... Shit. Oh, it's 2 GFIs. Well, frick that then. This is where I actually want the tackle, like right here. Alright. We don't have any interesting blocks here. Yeah, we don't know if we would have failed or not. We would have failed. Oh. Nice to know. So the wrestler can reach. Oh yeah, brick tackle was used. Yeah, T-Self. I randomed that too, by the way, obviously. I would never pick brick tackle on a normal. Oh, is that... Wait. I guess he could still get the 2 die. And then you dodge the witch, but then who's your recovery? Where was he gonna go? He'll just go... I don't think it matters. It doesn't matter either way, I guess. I guess I could have gone here. He's gonna go dodge this way then. That probably... I should have maybe dodged here. Oh, but then he just goes this way. I guess... It doesn't really change anything. Yeah, the frenzy follows the problem. If he didn't have to follow, then it wouldn't be a big issue. Come on, killer. You're gonna have to roll some 3s. Gosh, you even dodge through tackle. Oh, come on. Well, that is a good scatter for me, because he can barely reach it. That's the last reroll. And now the killer has reach. This is annoying. So there's a 3-2 for the Dauntless hit. I don't really like this at all. We're just fighting for this draw here. It actually makes sense to get this, because then we can take a more direct path. Because it's gonna... I think we'd have to do GFIs if we don't take the direct path. Hope for the knockdown. Can't stand there. Good. We don't follow this. I think we dodge here. Because this would be the recovery for the pickup. It could scatter out too, but... yeah. We'll do it that way. Please don't snake. Alrighty. We don't have really any way of clearing this, unfortunately. The witch is gonna be free. Unfortunately. Alright, I think that probably will be game. He has no rerolls, but... like, he could free here. He could dodge, hand off. Well, you'd have to pass it. Can't imagine him passing it. Probably run the witch down here. If you just hand it off to the witch and then run. That's probably what I would consider. Yeah, the wrestle tackle ultimately also removed himself, unfortunately. Yeah, I wish I could have gotten more time pressure on him. Because I don't think there's... He has like a 2-die blitz. He could blitz with the ball carrier. Double sculling with that would be very, very bad. Alright, so... we're gonna get a shot on him again. It's just... line cage? He didn't need to dodge. Or no, actually he did. Never mind. There was a screen there. So I think it's going to be down to Vicious Nilla and the 3+ dodge. That'll give us the 2-die hit here. It's just then... we don't really have... the recovery is too far. That's the problem. Alright. I don't think he's in scoring range. No. Alright, so we can just ignore him. I guess then it's a matter of... yeah, you're right. The thrower could recover. But he's going to sidestep this way. We'll see what ends up happening. I guess it would have been nice to do like a 2-die here. Too late now, though. I don't... I mean... the GFIs here are very scary. So even the tackle zone pickup is, like, iffy. Alright. There's a gap now. We probably blitz from this direction. I don't really want him to sidestep down. I think we're going to rely on just trying to Get tackle zones on the ball. Oh, you can move. Great. Maybe I should have marked this guy, because now he can just throw it on a handoff. I need some double skulls. Come on. Or not. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have anybody that can get the ball very easily. Okay. Probably should take the wrestle. Or actually, I don't know. You can go either way. There's only one nice thing, and is this player is by himself. Only this player can really get free. Killer can't reach. Great. Good enough. So I don't know if I actually like that dodge from him. The guard can reach, as long as I get the knockdown here. And then it's a pretty straightforward 2-die, and the thrower actually has a shot. Depending on where the ball goes. He's gonna sidestep, like, probably here. Kinda crappy. I think it's a GFI. No, actually it's not. No, 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 no. All right. Like, it doesn't really matter the blitz direction as long as I don't catch it. I think we're probably safer. No, I probably want to be here because we might need to dodge around with the thrower. If I don't get the knockdown, it's just over. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance? Probably right here. And we don't want to follow. That's very, very difficult to get to. Yeah, that was like one of the worst scatters it could have been. Alrighty. So 4-3, and then I still have time. Not a lot of time, but enough time. I guess it doesn't really matter. No. We didn't make it. We got the first dodge. Yeah, that snake after the wizard was just a killer. And then we got our opponent to roll some dice, and he mostly succeeded. That was the problem. I'm just looking at it. There's not really... It's hard to kind of get a grasp of, like, what happened. His dodges were impeccable. 88%. And he had to do a decent amount of tough dodges. Yeah. Mine was pretty low. 61%. And it's not like we were doing 4+ all the time. We did, I think that was like the only 4+ we did. Was at the end there. So 61% is pretty bad. Yeah, we got the pass for the one-turner. Yeah. I mean, well played to Scotch Rocks. He, even though the wizard failed, he managed to at least get a failure out of me. Identical rush stats. I think, yeah, it probably is. My rush stats were probably pretty average. 82%. That's about average. Only off by 2%, which is basically like nothing. Alright, that's gonna be it for me. So let's see if there's anyone. Yeah, GG, Scotch Rocks. The wizard was bad, and then the moment after, I just immediately snake. Yeah. I was trying to get you to fail something. You failed like twice. And then you succeeded most of the time afterwards. Like, I think the thing that was most frustrating is you were just able to score on the... After I managed to get the ball, you just sacked and then scored on like the handoff on the 3+. And then I ran out of rerolls, which was a problem towards the end. Yeah, it looks like there's not really anyone streaming. But yeah, a lot of the times with Blood Bowl with Edge matchups is like the person who stakes at the wrong time ends up in the hole, and then they have to try to play catch up, and they never catch up. So that was pretty much what happened. I got close. I mean, there was a chance for me to tie there at least. So. Yeah, I thought about scoring on the double GFI for after that happened, but then I looked at the dice and I was like, I'll probably fail. And since the dice are a sequential, like prime Mersine, I would have failed the last GFI. But I figured like, oh, you're gonna have to roll a bunch of 3+. Maybe you'll fail something. And then you rolled a couple GFIs in a pickup. And you did have to use your last reroll on that one, but... Yeah, that's just how Blood Bowl is sometimes. Fortunately, we're not in the stage where one game literally decides whether you're out of the competition or not. That's playoffs. So we still have a long season to go. All right, I'm just going to end the stream here. Thank you all for watching.